developing now. A man is in the hospital after an officer shot a man in an SUV. It happened in Southeast D.C. this morning.
It happened just before 10 o'clock. And right now, police are still looking for that driver.
Yeah, the shooting took place on Good Hope Road between 13th and 14th Streets. Our political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming has been on the scene all day gathering information. Leonard, you've been talking with witnesses.
Yes, good evening. I have been talking with witnesses. This is the first officer-related shooting of the year, and there are still a lot of unanswered questions regarding this shooting. It all started with a call to police by a woman who was struck with a pipe. Police came looking for one man and ended up shooting another. And witnesses told me today that this should have never happened and that this man actually was sticking up for the injured woman.
The person was non-compliant, and what I saw from the video, as the officer was asking the person to step out of the vehicle, he kept turning like this way. He's seated in the passenger seat. His hands go up. But it's a lot that's going on. What's not happening is he's not getting out of the vehicle.
Police Chief Robert Conti says the officer fired one shot at a man who authorities contend wasn't following their commands. Friday's incident began with a call from a woman who was struck by a pipe. Officers arrived at the scene.
Once they arrived on the scene, they began to canvass for the person involved. A lookout was provided. As the officer was coming up Good Hope Road, walking towards 14th Street, he encountered a person who got inside. As the officer was approaching him, he kind of abruptly got inside into the passenger side of a burgundy vehicle.
Conti says the officer asked the person to step out of the passenger seat of the car, parked near an abandoned dry cleaner, and he refused. Blood stains the brick sidewalk now.
As they continue to go back and forth, the person is told to stop reaching. The officer's asking the person to get out of the car. He's saying this is just a stop. At some point during the course of this interaction, a shot is fired and the person is struck. That person has been taken to an area hospital.
Conti says an unknown woman drove off. Police are searching for her because they have questions. A large amount of drugs were taken from the man who was shot. Witnesses who refused to go on camera say the man shot by police was not the same person who struck the woman. A fact police later confirmed. Conti says they really want to find the woman that drove off.
So I'm appealing to her, please, we really need to talk to you.
Police officials still have not identified the person shot or the officer involved. That man who was shot is still hospitalized and being treated for his injuries. Meanwhile, Chief Conti says that the shooting will be investigated to make sure every single protocol was obeyed. And Chief Conti also said that anyone taping this incident earlier today, he wants to hear from you and turn in any type of video evidence that could show what actually happened. Reporting live in Southeast DC, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.